All right, welcome back. Let's turn now to our Max Life segment, where we take a look at life and trends around the web and ways you can maximize your own life.
That's right. You're always being told, how important it is to have a will if you don't want the government taking most of your estate. Well, turns out that's exactly what Peter and Joan wanted. The Seattle couple fled Nazi-controlled Europe and made America their home. And the two were so grateful to the country that opened its arms to them during World War II that they decided to leave their entire estate to the U.S. federal government. That amount? Oh, close to $1 million. How's that? So would you consider yourself young at heart? As it turns out, feeling younger than your actual age may not just help you feel better, but can actually help you live longer. According to a study in the Journal to the American Medical Association, older people who felt 3 or more years younger had a lower death rate compared to those who felt older than they are.
Well, it's not always
young.
Yeah. Always endeavor to retain the spirit of youth.
That sounded very youthful.
Yes, it's not always easy, though, to get your child to a doctor when they have an ailment. But technology may be able to help save you that trip to the doctor's office. CellScope now has an attachment you can put on your iPhone to check out ear infections. This is pretty cool. The phone takes images of the inner ear and uploads it to a medical provider's website. A doctor will then review the image and send it back for a diagnosis. But just because smartphones can solve medical problems doesn't mean that they don't cause some particularly troubling called text neck.
Yes. You know when you sit down like this?
No, I don't know. I've never had text neck
Yeah,
before.
you do it all the time. Look.
My text is okay, though. Surgical Technology International, that's what I'm trying to say, says texting may be hurting your back. When most people use their phones, their shoulders are slumped and their necks are bent. That can put almost 60 pounds of pressure on your neck.
Ow.
Your head weighs 60 pounds, apparently.
Yeah, you know what? I feel kind of silly because I've been complaining about my neck all the time. And
you should stop texting.
Yeah, just stop. Well, does it bother you when others waste food? Does it bother you?
Yes, it does.
Right? Because, growing up, what did your parents do?
Well, not even that. Nowadays, you go to the grocery store, you spend hundreds of dollars at the grocery, and a lot of times, at the end of the week, when you take the trash out, there's a lot of food in the trash that did not get eaten.
Right. Well, my husband always forgets about the food that's in the back of the fridge. I didn't see it, but I don't know. My parents were like, you got to finish your plate. Well, apparently it's now not just a faux pas in France, it's actually illegal. In an effort to slow down global food waste, France has now made it actually illegal for big supermarkets to throw away still edible food. Retailers will be forced to donate unsold merchandise to charity or farms where it could be used to feed animals. The law also prohibits anyone from making food inevitable by adding things like bleach so that the food never goes to waste. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but that always bothers me when I see that.
Well, this is an issue that restaurants here in the United States have taken up recently. There's so much food wasted in the restaurant industry because there are certain and sometimes arbitrary dates put on things. You can't sell this food past this date. We talked about this with Nick Tate as well.
Right, we've had Nick Tate come on.
These expiration dates sometimes can be completely arbitrary, and they're really there for a little CYA for the lawyers involved so nobody gets sick.
But it's hard. Everyone's so worried about being sued. I remember when there was a chocolatier here in Florida during the hurricanes, and the electricity went out and they had all this chocolate and they wanted to donate it because they couldn't actually sell it. And the lawyer said, no, you can't do that. You're setting yourself up for a lawsuit. Isn't that sad? All that wasted chocolate.
Yeah, it's a shame to waste food, chocolate especially. Meantime, Bill Clinton, will he be a help to Hillary or a hindrance?
The Hill columnist Brent Badowski says not only will Bill be a help, he has something magical about him.
Yeah, he does. Badowski in a conversation with Newsmax TV's Rick Unger. Here you go.
Bill Clinton is the most fondly remembered and popular former living president. His presidency was, by all measures of most voters, enormously successful. I think he's a major asset to Hillary Clinton. I think he's a major asset to the Democratic Party.
Well, but that was Bill Clinton then. I mean, let's face it, the president's gotten a bit older. Does that mean he's still on his game? I mean, there's no question that Bill Clinton is one of the greatest politicians we've ever seen. Some would maybe disagree as to whether or not his presidency lived up to the quality of his political skills. But that said, that was a long time ago already. He does seem to have more of a propensity. We actually saw it in the 2008 primary season where he made some comments that he had to struggle through. Is it possible that Bill Clinton is not quite as sharp as he once was, and that this is something that the Clinton campaign of today has to worry about?
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, we're all not as sharp as we once were when we were a year or two younger.
Yeah, but we're not being relied on to get somebody elected president.
But Bill Clinton's favorable rating, depending on your poll that you read, goes from 58% positive into the high 60s. To this day, right now, he is way up there. And objectively, when he was president in his first term, he created more than 10, 11 million new jobs. In his second term, he created another 10 or 11 new jobs. That is the best performance on job creation, possibly of any president in history per term. And he also balanced the budget, and he also got a budget surplus. And his numbers to this day, as we sit here, remain sky high with the American people.